couple of things. I don't want to keep you very long here. One thing that we have seen recently in Canada is the plight of Indian international students coming here. Some of them get very well adjusted and accommodated in the society. Some others find it difficult. Many of them are girl students. While boys are able to mingle better, girl students sometimes will have some barriers. And there, if this lovely gathering would include them in your social activities, it will go a long way in getting them quickly adjusted to the new circumstances, new environment, and make them more beneficial to all of us here, all Indo-Canadians here, and all Indians who are. Second thing I would put forward for your consideration is whether we can showcase our traditional attire, traditional costume, traditional dresses. Most of you are looking lovely in saris. There is more to India than saris only. Generally, wherever I went, so there was always a discussion of Indian food. And Indian food for most of our Canadian friends is generally chicken curry and naan. And samosas. So they are yet to go to idli, dosa, and other food of various regions in India. We are going to host an Indian food festival in Ottawa on May 8th, wherein we are only exposing our street food to our Canadian guests. This will include the ministers, the parliamentarians, the diplomatic crowd in Ottawa. Similarly, and even at a smaller level, we can think of introducing Indian street food to our Canadian friends. That will go a long way on two accounts. One, it will introduce new menu to Indian restaurants. Because some of the street food, I'm sure, your guests would love to eat, and they would like the Indian restaurants to serve that. That gives further expansion and diversity to the Indian restaurants here. Secondly, you can bring in the new items like millet, which is, we were celebrating last year International Year of Millets. So millets and several other local products which can enrich the cuisine here in Canada, and we can also support traditional food of India here.
So, good evening everybody. It's wonderful to be here. So, I have been a major in Bhartiya, and after I finished my studies, I got married and I started moving around with him. Till now we have done 9 countries, and every country for me has been amazing. As soon as I land in that country, it's like a mission for me to learn about the country, learn about the culture, and as soon as I learn about everything, then it's easier for me to assimilate into the country. So I learn the culture, the food, what they wear. I try all kinds of dresses that they wear. It's amazing. I love doing that. And their day-to-day activities, what they do, how they do their skincare. Every country has a different style of skincare. So one of the most interesting one was in Sudan. So I tried all of that. It's very interesting. It's a long story. Some other time I'll tell you how they do it. It's very interesting. So over the years, that's how I've been. I'm a painter also, and have been a teacher for 20 years. I am an artist. I paint, and all around the world I have picked up the style of painting from all the countries I have visited. So I do oil lacquer, Vietnamese lacquer, acrylic, Japanese pigment, Japanese soma, sumie, and Nepalese Koma painting, so sketching, watercolor, so all different styles. It's been an amazing journey for me and a very humble journey. I've learned a lot. So it's wonderful to be here, and I'm going to be here in Canada and learn about the Canadian culture, which is a melting pot of cultures. So it will be very interesting. Thank you.
Culture sharing. I haven't seen much of any of this kind of culture, and I appreciate all of you being so open-minded and welcoming me and my sister to come and showcase and to share this with you as well. But yeah, the power dance, we have a drum as well, and the sound of our beat and the music is like the sound of the heartbeat. So you know the heartbeat, it goes like doo 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 doo, or like, right? So that's the beat that we dance to, is the heartbeat. And so I'll teach you each step. So it's like 1, 2, 1, 2, and you switch sides. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then once you get that step, you can add a little hop to it, like this step. Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna add the music now. You guys ready for the music? Or you want more teaching? Okay. So we'll add, if you can add the first song that we had before. The first song, yeah. Are you ready? And only for like 20 seconds. Yeah. So like this. Yeah, good job. You guys are getting it really good.
Which will be 5 million metric ton per year by the year 2030, which will require a lot of renewable energy, 126 gigawatts to be precise, which is already there installed in India. So try to learn about New India so that you are able to find a way to promote, and not only to promote, but also to participate in India's growth story. Those of you who are professionals, those of you who are business people, should be able to find India interesting enough to have commercial benefits out of it. Those of you who are professionals can find a way to give consultations to others to see where India is going. Education sector, reskilling sector, all these are going to be huge industry in India. Today we are here, so with Saskatchewan, Alberta and Saskatchewan represent a very large protein cluster in the country. In India, we are largely having proteins from plants. And therefore, there is a possibility, and there is existing situation as well, where we have protein malnutrition.
Thank you so much. I am so grateful and inspired to be in your company. Your Eminence High Commissioner Sanjay Kumar Verma, Mrs. Gunjan Verma, and all of us amazing gopis, sakis, and allies. My role in Edmonton is as a storyteller, movie director, heritage historian, talent promoter, and community builder. I like to build bridges that connect good ideas with good people. And that's how I came to meet Srivastava only a couple of years ago. Women's empowerment is one of the 4 pillars of V4U Radio. It's an organization committed to fostering positive change. And an example of the reach took place last year when Anu happened to be in Kolkata for a day I told them, hey, there's an NGO I'm working with in the Sundarban Sagar Island area. We've set up cyclone shelters, medical camps, a riverboat ambulance service, and now we have a health monitoring shelter for pregnant mothers to arrive from their remote villages 2 weeks before delivery in case they experience complications, and so that they can reach the nearest hospital quickly. Where we fell short is that in their subsistence survival, mortality rates are going down, but food insecurity is also going down because their children are moving away from their parental villages. And if a pregnant mother also goes away for a couple of weeks to deliver her baby, then the family in the village goes hungry. The rations that they're getting are deficient in micronutrients, and the families have no clue. So, how do we solve this? Anu went and saw the situation firsthand at one of our site locations. So V4U Radio recognizes the pivotal role women play, and V4U shares their stories and initiatives to break down barriers, challenge stereotypes, and provide a platform for people to amplify their voices, to share what really matters. So from highlighting success stories, addressing the challenges faced by women, V4U Radio is a beacon of hope and inspiration. So I was born into filmmaking in Canada, documenting my family's lived experience as first-generation immigrants. I rode the coattails of Pamela and rose to become a movie director myself. And it put me in a very interesting position to travel back and forth to India, to go deep into my family roots in sharing stories through images, history, journalism, and a love for movies, and especially for communal gatherings. Through collaborations and partnerships, I get to contribute my skills and storytelling abilities to projects to showcase the strength, resilience, and achievements of Indian diaspora. So the power of media, including films, lies in its ability to shape messages that ultimately light up our hearts, and that we can remember for a long time. So together with V4U Radio, we create content that not only entertains, but it empowers, reforms, and advocates for more supports for causes like equity-seeking local heritage artists who are currently, at least I hope in my lifetime, seen as important intercultural contributors to our diverse society. The intersectionality of my identity as a South Asian filmmaker in Canada adds a unique dimension to the mythology of our hero's journey. It allows me to bridge culture gaps, fostering a deeper connection of understanding the values that diverse communities bring. So by bringing these stories to the forefront, we contribute to a more inclusive and peaceful society where everyone's voice is heard and celebrated for the values we bring. V4U Radio's dedication to women's empowerment, seniors, children, less abled, are not just noble causes, but a catalyst for meaningful change, growth, and evolution. So as a South Asian movie director in Canada, in collaboration with you, we can definitely lead to positive outcomes in the lives of our communities. So I'm happy to continue to support opportunities like our first meeting here, like V4U Radio, and to work together towards a future where Indians everywhere can thrive and succeed. So thank you for being here, and I'd also like to thank Hardeep for filming this for V4U, and Mary for this space to share my story. I'd like to just add one more off the script historical message that I don't know if you're aware of this, but it's a story I'd love to share. That in 1932 is when Edmonton started to have a very unique relationship with India historically. There was a city councillor named Margaret Crane. I I don't know if you've heard of her, but she was good friends with Kamala Devi Chakrabartty, who is, of course, everybody knows her as the person behind the handicrafts in India. Well, their blossoming friendship is what led to Indians in Canada having citizenship. So everybody here follows in that legacy.
Continuing the city salute to Excellence Council, Canadians for Civil Society, and was Executive Director, Multicultural Association of Harry Khatri, recognized by Girls League of Northern Alberta as Women of Inspiration 2030.
In the larger community. We don't have a lot of time to say more, so these are just a few things that we do.
Namaste. I would like to welcome Sanjay Vermaji and Gunjan on the behalf of AHP, Alberta Hindi Parishad. The Alberta Hindi Parishad was established in 1985. Since then, it has been working to promote the Indian language, Hindi, and our rich ancient culture. AHP holds classes for children and youth from beginner to advanced level, as well as separate class for adults. Though many students attend classes to stay connected to their heritage, language, and culture, others comes from a variety of non-Indian backgrounds to learn a new language, including from the Edmonton Public School, some teachers. Currently, our school runs from Friday through Sunday and includes newly introduced music and drama classes.
We were told that this because it's a very official gathering that we should not overdress. So we are not overdressed today just for this occasion. Let me invite Dr. Bindu Kannan.
तो मैं कविता पढ़ती हूँ। हे नारी, हे नारी खुद को पहचान, तू नहीं अबला नादान, तेरे हाथों देश की शान, तू ही रिश्तों का सम्मान। कदम मिलाकर पुरुषों के संग तुम आगे बढ़ती जाओ, बनकर झांसी की रानी तुम निर्भय हो और धनुष उठाओ। बनकर झांसी की रानी तुम निर्भय हो और धनुष उठाओ, भेद डालो उस नजर को जो तुझ पर उठती हो, भेद डालो उस नजर को जो तुझ पर उठती हो, मत कम आंको तुम खुद को, तुम तो शिव की शक्ति हो। संजोलो इतनी ताकत तुम, संजोलो इतनी ताकत तुम कि कोई दामन ना पकड़े, बनो स्वावलंबी तुम इतनी कि कृष्ण को आना ही ना पड़े।
We have such admirable people within our midst, and I am so humbled by their presence, and one of them is Usha ji. Thank you so much for everything you do, Usha ji. She's tireless, she does it even today. Nothing goes behind that will shine as much. So let me introduce Shreela Chakrabartty. She's a music director, she's a movie director in Edmonton since 1993. She got her start helping women at the Indo-Canadian Women's Association and did sound work in Geeta Mehta's Water, and has carved a niche with Shreela and Cash films depicting strong women characters like Jai Mata Di, Trek to the Top, Lakeshore Drive, Rock Paper Dice Enter, and it's a top 5 film at the box office. Please put your hands together for Shreela. She has been the first movie director of Indian origin, a woman who has done this, and so she's really a trailblazer. Let me welcome her up on stage.
a teacher, I have seen this firsthand, the spark of creativity that ignites when a woman or a girl child is encouraged to pursue her dreams, to pursue her passions. As a performing artist, it's my absolute privilege to be sharing this radiant and vibrant aspect of my culture here in Canada, across borders and through various generations. As the director of Boma Chamber of Commerce, I'm driven by the belief that when women succeed, entire communities thrive. So by supporting women, we're not just unlocking their potential, we're also contributing to the economic growth and well-being, prosperity of our society.
As Director of Nursing, she played a crucial role in expanding a 36-bed hospital in Fort McMurray to 300 beds. Incorporating state-of-the-art facilities, Rachel's leadership skills extend beyond healthcare. She is the Vice President of the Kerala Cultural Association in Edmonton, currently leading a $4 million building project that will have a lasting impact on future generations.
I'm standing in front of definitely His Excellency Gunjan Verma and Gunjan Verma, but when I see across from here, the room, I see inspiration, I see motivation, I see stories that it has inspired me today. So with Scotiabank, yes, I am with Scotiabank. I too help women entrepreneurs, and I have been in banking for almost 10 years in Canada, and this initiative is exclusive and really something that I have been advocating in the community because there is not much awareness about it. It's Scotiabank Women Initiative, which supports women entrepreneurs.
Teaching, my worry was that when I come to Canada, I